After the house was secured, police began speaking with the neighbors on Alder Street. Most of them were afraid to talk. Some said they had lived there for years and never felt comfortable walking past that house at night. One neighbor told police something unusual. He said that during heavy rain he often noticed a light in the upstairs window. The house was supposed to be empty, but the light always appeared during storms, and it never moved.
The neighbors didn't see him. They didn't look outside. They didn't open the doors. They lay still in the dark, listening. Because when the power went out, and the rain began to fall harder, the house next door stopped feeling empty. Something was awake in there, and it was close enough to be heard through the wall. What they heard that night was never written down, never recorded, and never spoken about clearly, but it stayed with them long after the rain stopped. The house next door had been standing for years. Old, quiet, mostly ignored. It shared a wall with the abandoned house. Just one wall, thin in places, cracked in others, walls like that carry sound. That night, the neighbors tried to sleep early. The storm was loud, and the darkness felt heavier than usual. With no power, there was nothing to distract the mind. No television, no lights, only rain. At first, the sound blended in, a low, uneven noise beneath the storm. It could have been water. It could have been the wind. They tried to ignore it, but the sound did not fade. It stayed, slow, steady, not rushing, not random, as if it had a rhythm. One of them shifted in bed. The mattress creaked softly. That's when the sound stopped. Not gradually, not naturally. It stopped the moment there was movement. Silence filled the room. Then the sound returned, closer. They didn't speak. They didn't turn their heads. They listened, and that's when they understood. It wasn't water. It wasn't wind. It was breathing. The breathing came from the other side of the wall. Slow, controlled, unhurried. Not the sound of someone tired. Not the sound of someone scared. The sound of someone waiting. The breathing moved, not across the room, not away, toward the wall, toward them, each breath slightly clearer than the last. They held their own breath without realizing it, afraid that if they made a sound, the breathing would change. But it didn't. It stayed calm, as if whoever was on the other side already knew they were being heard. Then came the footsteps, one, then another, barely touching the floor, slow steps that stopped directly behind the wall. Nothing else followed, no knock, no voice, just breathing, right there. The wall between the two houses felt thinner than it ever had before. And while the storm continued outside, the neighbors understood one thing very clearly.
The breathing stopped all at once. Not slowly, not by fading away. It ended like someone had chosen to stop. The neighbors stayed still. They did not move their hands. They did not shift in bed. They waited for the sound to return. They did not sleep that night. And when the police arrived hours later, the breathing had already stopped, as if it had heard them coming.
The sound behind the wall was steadier.
Breathing. Not louder. Not softer. The same distance. As if whoever was on the other side had chosen that spot. And stayed. One of them wondered something they did not want to. It was the certainty. The certainty that whatever was on the other side of the wall was not confused. Not lost.
Not searching.
It knew exactly where it was. And it knew someone was listening.
Something that should not have been there. Something that suggested the story of that house did not end the night police arrived. That discovery will be revealed in the next episode.
If you want to uncover more hidden horrors and follow the mysteries that lurk in the shadows, make sure you subscribe now. You don't want to miss what comes next.